Hello guys, welcome to Psychology of Freedom and today is a Q&A. So, may nagtanong kasi nito sa akin dati and sorry kasi natabunan na siya, nakaligtaan na siya. Pero anyway, ang nagtanong nga nito si Villaver John Ray. So, to you, Villaver John Ray, thank you so much for asking this question. So, ang tanong niya, bakit nakakatakot ang mga ENTJ? So, INTJs, I mean ENTJs can be intimidating naman talaga in a lot of ways, pero that is because of the wiring ng brain nila. So, i-review natin yung cognitive functions nila briefly. So, ENTJs, also known as the chief, 'di ba? So, yung title pa lang nila medyo intimidating na, 'di ba? So, ano ulit yung cognitive functions nila? Let's start muna dun sa ego. So, first cognitive function nila is extroverted thinking hero. Pangalawa is introverted intuition parent, extroverted sensing child, introverted feeling inferior. Doon naman sa unconscious nila, yung una pala is ego. Ito namang sa unconscious nila, meron silang introverted thinking nemesis, extroverted intuition critic, introverted sensing trickster, and extroverted feeling demon. So, yan yung cognitive functions nila. Ano naman yung interaction style nila? Ang interaction style nila is direct initiating control, also known as the in-charge types. And yung temperament nila is abstract, pragmatic, and systematic. They are one of the intellectuals or also known as the NTs. So, ayan, bakit nga ba um, intimidating ang mga ENTJ? Any personality naman can be intimidating to any personality type. It just depends on how compatible you are, 'di ba? Nasaan kayo sa compatibility spectrum? So, pero for me, personally, I'm not that intimidated sa mga ENTJs kasi, yun nga, alam ko naman kung ano yung psychology and I'm more fascinated with them than intimidated. So, ayan, I'll just tell you stories na lang of my previous encounters with the NDJs. So, um, first story, we have this, ano ba, dun sa dati naming area, meron doon malaking prutasan or gulayan kasi yun yung tinitinda doon eh. And ang nagmamay-ari nun is yung ENTJ. Tapos yung ENTJ na to, mukha siyang laging galit. And ano siya, may pagka-bossy. Pagka may tanong siya, itatanong niya sa'yo without any reservation, walang pakeme-keme kahit na stranger ka or bago ka lang dun sa area na yon. So bakit tong ENTJ na to mukhang laging galit? Dahil yan sa, punta tayo sa cognitive functions niya, extroverted feeling demon. Wala silang awareness sa kung ano yung emotion na napapakita nila. Aware lang sila sa sarili nilang emotion dahil sa introverted feeling inferior, pero how it translate outward, hindi sila aware. Wala din silang awareness sa feelings ng ibang tao. So imagine nyo na lang, di ba, uh, the best example would be Gordon Ramsay, di ba? Sa mga shows niya, lagi siyang galit doon, di ba? So, doon naman tayo sa bossing na part. They sound bossy dahil yan sa interaction style nila. That's not intentional na to boss you around, pero that's just their nature. Di ba yung interaction style nila is direct initiating control. So, direct, di ba? Lahat naman ng mga direct na tao, they come off as parang bossy kasi nga directive yung language nila, yung interaction style nila. Tapos ito specifically yung mga direct initiating control ng mga types, in charge types sila. So 'di ba, direct na nga sila tapos in charge types pa sila. So itong mga initiating control types, they take charge in situations na halimbawa chaotic yung situation, ganyan. Um, it is natural for them to take charge. So it's not intentional. They just want to have good outcome and makontrol yung chaotic na environment. So these are some of the reasons why they can come off as intimidating. Another example, another story. Meron akong kilala, tapos yung boss niya is an ENTJ. during that time namatay yung father niya. Binalita niya yun sa ENTJ na boss niya. Um, and yung boss niya, kinondolence naman siya and all, pero ang nangyari, yung boss niya na ENTJ, pinagtrabaho pa rin siya on the very same day na nag-pass away yung father niya. So, ganyan ang mga ENTJ, and that is because of their extroverted feeling demon again. So, yung demon function natin kasi 'di ba, wala na tayong to awareness talaga sa function na to. Wala na tayong mental space for this function. So, yung mga ENTJs wala silang awareness sa kung ano yung ethical, wala silang awareness sa kung ano yung mararamdaman ng ibang tao. Yun nga kasi wala nang mental space sila for extroverted feeling. They are all about extroverted thinking, which is all about efficiency. So what matters to them is yung efficiency mo, not so much how you feel. And again, best example dito, 'di ba, si Gordon Ramsay, kung kilala niyo siya. So yung mga ENTJ, may reputation sila of treating people uh, parang badly, dahil nga being efficient, extroverted thinking is the most important thing to them. Pero the interesting part is they also do it to themselves. They do not allow themselves to be worthy, introverted feeling, unless efficient din sila, extroverted thinking. So yan yung TEFI axis nila, which basically says na my worth depends on my status and my achievement. So kung paano nila tinatrato yung ibang tao, kind of like parang ganun din yung trato nila sa sarili nila. They are also hard on themselves. And they are so achievement focused, so status focused, 'di ba? Sabi ka ni C.S. Joseph, statistically, they are the most successful financially out of the 16 types. That's why they really come off as intimidating, 'di ba? One example would be ano ba, si Donald Trump, 'di ba? ENTJ siya. At one point, 'di ba, napasama siya sa richest people. Parang top 100 yata or top I don't know, basta napasama siya doon. So, ganyan yung mga ENTJs, they are go-getters, especially with their introverted intuition parent. They get what they want and they take it as parang their own responsibility. So, sabi nga ni C.S. Joseph, NI parent is an unstoppable force. So, these are the reason why parang na-stereotype sila as intimidating. Another reason kung bakit they come off as intimidating kasi sobrang outspoken nila. And that is because of their extroverted thinking hero. Extroverted thinking kasi is externalizing your thoughts. So they are not afraid to say what's on their mind. In fact, ito yung pinaka-effortless na cognitive function sa kanya. Kasi nga hero function yung PE nila eh. So, to give you a concrete example, meron akong katrabaho dati during training and halos lahat kaming magkakabatch. Ang tahimik namin. Itong ENTJ lang yung tanong ng tanong every single time. Ang dami niyang tanong. So, most of us, hindi siguro nagtatanong because parang natatakot, um, natatakot na baka isipin na hindi nila naintindihan or baka isipin na or mapahiya dahil hindi nila naintindihan yung discussion. Pero itong ENTJ, wala siyang ganong fear. Basta may nag-pop up sa mind niya na tanong, itatanong niya yon no matter who she's talking to. So that's why even um, I think even trainers can get intimidated with ENTJs kasi nga they're just so outspoken. So every extroverted thinkers naman are outspoken kasi nga it's an extroverted function. Pero it's especially intimidating when it comes to ENTJs dahil nga in charge types sila. They do it in a pragmatic way. They do it in a parang in charge way. Last reason why I think ENTJs can be intimidating is dahil sila yung naturingang alpha ng mga intuitives. So kung yung mga sensors, ESTP yung alpha sa kanila, sa mga intuitives naman, ENTJs yung alpha, meaning um, dominant, walang takot, or top rank sa hierarchy. Kaya nga sila tinawag na the chief, di ba? Also, common din sa mga ENTJ women na mas dominant sa isang relationship. Minsan nga napapagkamalan pa silang emasculating. Meaning, sila yung nagte-take on ng role ng males. 'Di ba? Look at Inday Sara, 'di ba? Kung nabalitaan niyo 'yon, yung nanuntok siya ng sheriff, 'di ba? So parang na-emasculate niya yung sheriff in a sense na nagmukhang weak yung sheriff na 'yon. So, excuse me. So they can be seen as too masculine for a woman. Isa pang halimbawa kung bakit napapagkamalan silang emasculating. Minsan kasi in a relationship, sila yung, alam mo yon, yung mas successful, mas malaki yung sahod, or yung mas bumubuhay sa family, mas mataas yung career, or mas mataas yung achievement, ganyan. So, pag nakakita kayo ng relationship wherein yung babae yung parang mas more on nagte-take ng male ano ba, male duties or roles, uh, you might want to check if ENTJs sila. And also, common din sa mga ENTJ females na mag-initiate sa opposite sex. Kasi pragmatic sila, di ba? They don't really care about what's proper or what's affiliative, what is the proper thing to do. And I'm not saying naman na lahat ng mga ENTJ women ganito, pero they can really take the role of being the initiator in a relationship. So, ayan. I think these are the reasons why ENTJs can come off as intimidating to other people. So, yes, ENTJs can really be intimidating kasi they have strong personality, they have tough exterior, pero don't be fooled kasi that is actually their way of protecting themselves from pain. Again, na-mention ko previously, the pain of not being good enough, the ego. So yung outside layer nila, yung shell nila, is that of a tough, strong, alpha, dominant. Pero yung core nila inside is a soft, mushy interior. Kasi remember, di ba, they have introverted feeling inferior. Ibig sabihin, they are afraid of feeling bad about themselves. So to avoid feeling bad about themselves, they try to achieve, they try to improve their status, they gain a lot of success financially. Lahat ng effort nila is to protect them from pain of not feeling good about themselves. That's just their mask. Pero yung true core nila is very sensitive dahil nga sa introverted feeling inferior. 'Di ba? Masira lang yung reputation nila or mag-fail lang sila or wala silang ma-achieve. They will lose all their confidence and they will feel unworthy. So, ayan, again, we all wear masks naman, di ba? To protect ourselves, which is called the ego. So, if you want to learn more about the ego, meron akong video na pinublish about this. So, yan yung title na naka-flash sa screen. So, ayan. Hopefully, nasagot ko yung tanong ni John Ray Villaver. Thank you so much again for asking this question. So, if you have any questions about anything related about psychology, don't hesitate to ask. And I will always reply naman. So, ayun lang. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope to see you sa next video.